from the public's perspective, you see some black men with red vests under the appellation of Moors. People who are squatting in people's homes and claiming ownership of someone else's home under the indigenous, claimant of this is our soil. How does that make you feel when you see these folks under the appellation of Moor conducting themselves in this way?
Those people who say that they are Moors are telling the truth, because they are Moors, but they are not Moorish Americans. They are not. They are not Moorish Americans. They are not. Moorish Americans don't do those kind of things, and it's written in our laws. We don't take people's property. We don't beat people in the head, and we're not anti-American. We're not, as they say, against America. This is not an Afrocentric organization. And for those who try to make it that way, they will pay the price.
There are Moors across the country. We know of groups in Rhode Island and New Jersey, but neither of those groups are part of the Moorish Science Temple of America, which are like the OG Moorish Americans. We came here to their headquarters to speak to the Supreme Grand Sheik to see if he thinks these splinter groups are legit and if their practices are in line with their Moorish teachings. We've come to Sunday school to learn from the 8th generation successor of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, the Supreme Grand Sheik.
I'm set if you're set.
I'm set.
Great.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How you doing?
I'm in peace. I'm in peace,
That's
practicing peace.
Indeed. Thank you so much for taking the time to have this conversation. Personally, it is significant for me in terms of engaging someone of your stature and intellectual wisdom to glean from. And just for formality's sake, can you tell me your name, your title, and what it is that you do?
My name is Brother E. Braswell Beg, E for Emmanuel. I am the 8th Supreme Grand Sheik and Chairman, descended from the Prophet Noble Drew Ali's line of authority. There's going to be a 9th one after me, and a 10th one. They'll be on and on to show the continuity of our organization. This is not a snakehead organization. There's always someone fill the shoes of leadership to govern our organization throughout the world.
Supreme Grand Sheik and Chairman. That's some kind of title.
It is.
What exactly does that mean?
It means the official head of the Moorish Science Temple of America. This office, rather, that I hold is the head, administratively speaking, of the members of the Moorish Science Temple of America that's been authorized by the great Prophet Noble Drew Ali. It's an office that the Prophet Drew Ali put in place himself because he knew that he would not be in the physical body forever. And again, the continuity of the movement must go on and on and on. So he prepared that office as well as the Supreme Grand Council. It's sort of like a governing body, board of directors, to demonstrate the daily activities of our organization worldwide.
What is the Moorish Science Temple of America?
The Moorish Science Temple of America is probably all the 10 wonders of the world and more. It's a saving power, really, for our people, because we had nothing after being duped, being held in physical slavery for so many years. We lost so many vital things that make us a nation. Moorish Science Temple of America, I'm very firm on that. Mm-hmm. And I see it as the only situation that can relieve our people from the mental slavery that they have now. Mm-hmm. It's all mostly mental. Mm-hmm. It's mental now. So we believe, according to our Prophet Noble Drew Ali, that it was his position, the Prophet Noble Drew Ali's position, to put this organization together to give us some political standing here in the United States of America, to give us some economic understanding and exaggeration in terms of putting it in place, economic power, socially. We had no sense of being social with one another, or the world, if you will, and spiritually. But before spiritually, of course, morally. We had no moral concept. We were, as Senator Henry Berry said in the book by Carter G. Woodson, he says, if we keep miseducating the Negro, we'll have him like a beast in the field. So, a beast in the field. So the Moorish Science Club of America is a salvation for our people to get back those things that we lost and we deserve. We need it just like everybody else in this world. We need all those components to be recognized by all other nations throughout the world as a viable community. Through the Moorish Science Club of America, which is a religious corporation, we have donned the garment, if you will, of a free national person bearing his free national consciousness, free national movement. We said we'll join the pool of nationalities, but we won't join it as a mark of Negro, Black, and colored. So the Moorish Science Club of America, put together by the Prophet Noble Ali, has given us the opportunity to join the pot of nationalities as Moorish Americans. And that's what the Moorish Science Club of America is set up to do, to give us back our nationality as Moorish Americans, descended Moroccans and born in America. You are Moor, you are Moor. But to be a Moorish American, you must join the Moorish Science Club of America, which is a religious corporation. And the members of this religious corporation are known as jural persons. We are a juristic people, which means that we're a religious government, which also means that our nationality is our religion, belonging to a religious corporation, right here in the county of Cook, in the state of Illinois. As the Vatican is who it is, as a jural society in Rome, in Italy, which is a sovereign country. The only other organization that can be compared to the Moorish Science Club of America is a religious jural society.
Like the Vatican.
Si, senor. Yes.
Why is it so important for you all that you have a nationality?
In order to be a citizen, a legal citizen of the United States of America, you must have a nationality. If you don't have a nationality, you will be granted a privilege that can be taken away when they want to take it away, like the Voting Rights Act. The Voting Rights Act is not for citizens. It's for a group of people who never proclaim their nationality and want to vote. They never said, I'm Moorish American, or I'm Jamaican American, or I'm Haitian American. Citizens of our government never needed a Voters' Rights Act, never, because they're already citizens. So that law puts them, unfortunately, in a position that they become citizens long enough, as long as they say so. As long as they say so. It's so important from a spiritual, religious point of view first, because the Bible says, and any religious book says that when you honor your mother and father, your days will be longer on the earth land in which the Father God, who we call Allah, have given to you. Nationality is important because it takes us back to our Father, who the land was given to. And even in your Holy Bible, there is no Blackite or Negroite in there. There's Benjaminites, Israelites. There's all kind of ice, but no Whiteite. Whiteite, that'd be deep, though.
Yeah, that's all another show, right?
Yeah. So we're connecting ourselves to a divine presence of people on the planet Mud from the beginning. That's why it's important. It's important because it's part of the legal structure in our country called jus solinis and jus sanguinis, the right of birth and the right of blood. We have that right. And you can't never say that you're mixed up, you don't know who you are. There's only 3 blood types in the world: A, B, and O. A, B, O. And nobody has all 3 blood types at the same time. So scientists have agreed that when you look at the geographical location of these blood types, they're in certain areas. 85% of the people in the world are O blood type. 85%. O blood type is a universal blood type.
Right.
Yeah. And where they're mostly located at, geographically speaking? The Americas. To give you another example is, I heard on the radio several weeks ago, it says, oh, the Black Haitians are coming. Here comes the Black Haitians. I said, oh, really? Haiti is a sovereign country with a flag and a constitution, right? So that's separate. Now, Black, according to science, means that. It's a derogative name, period, how you look at it, and linguistically. We don't look at the European as white people. We look at them as Europeans of European descent. And it doesn't make us any difference. They're not a problem for us. Now, our Prophet Noble Durali tells us that if you want to describe his skin, which skin is not the issue, then he would be pale face. That's what it would be, pale face. So how would it look if I say, here come the pale skin Irish, here come the pale skin Lithuanians. So why are you trying to attach this mark of Black on people who look like me? To again take away their sense of government and nationality as free national citizen in their own country? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Well, what are the principles that the Moorish Science Temple of America stand for?
We stand for 5 divine principles that are ageless, really. So there's love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Those are our 5 divine principles. And of course, the first begins with love. Loving yourself. That's the greatest love you can have, the love for you. You know, often too many times our people find other things and other situations to love instead of their own self. Physically, mentally, or spiritually. I love my big lips. I mean, they're huge, man. Sometimes I say words. Yeah, yours too. My lips, the words get in the way of my lips because they're so huge. In fact, when I was a small boy, they used to say, hey, liver lip.
You know what they call mine?
What?
Soup coolers.
Soup coolers, there you go. Well, that's what they are. Love your hue, love your hair.
Yeah.
Your good hair is not straight hair, it's clean hair. True, be truthful with yourself. Be truthful with all you eat. Now that makes a man, you know, when he's true, a woman, when she's true to herself, that's your reputation.
Right.
My father told me, he says, your calling card is your word and being truthful. And when you think that you can't be truthful, don't tell a lie, just say no comment. Peace. Peace is paramount. So normally people ask us how we're doing and say, well, we're practicing peace. We're trying to work on peace, which was a big thing in the Indian culture. And they have one word to describe peace called Shanti. Shanti, Shanti. And freedom. Freedom is something that you have to experience in your own mind. And that's not letting anybody control your mind. You control your own mind. So no one can ever make you mad unless you give them permission to. You have the freedom to control your own mind, your own thoughts, and justice. Be fair with yourself and be fair with everyone you meet. Those are our 5 divine principles.
Did you all ever consider having a government or a nation in America that's outside of the American government?
Why? We built this country. This is our land.